So how is it going, Dank Division? You know, I never imagined being on a lunch break that I'd see a bunch of people talking about Activision and Microsoft, but holy fucking shit. Who would have imagined this? Also, I kind of want to question it. Who was the secretary that was sent out by Phil this morning? You know, Phil is just in the mood. He kind of sits there and goes, hey, go pick me up a Blizzard from Dairy Queen. You got it, boss. I'll be right back. Hey, boss, Phil. I got you your Blizzard. Where is it? Here. This is a contract for Activision Blizzard. How much money did you fucking take? About 70 billion. Well, no turning back now. Holy shit. Microsoft bought out Activision. Like the whole thing, not part of it. Every fucking aspect of this thing has been bought out. And that goes through in 2023. This fucking thing is just ridiculous. Who knew that Microsoft was gonna buy a multi-billion-dollar gaming industry? And let's face it, it's a good move because, let's face it, video games are virtually everywhere. From giant consoles to that thing you're probably watching this video on right now, your smartphone. Let's face it, you'd be lying if you don't say that you have games on your phone. Trust me, there's some dumbass kid who's probably going to ask you. And let's face it even more. Ever since this stupid pandemic started, people have gotten even more into gaming than before, and the money is big. Now, let's start thinking about this buy. Activision is a hell of a buy because you're getting a lot. Now, as someone who's a COD content creator, yeah, you're getting Call of Duty, which on its own is a franchise that spans decades, has billions of dollars being made. I mean, let's face it, how many of us have blown through a couple of paychecks or two in the bundle store? Not necessarily the Vanguard ones, but I'd say Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare bundles were beautiful. And if you look at any of the money they made from that, boy oh boy, someone could buy a fucking mansion with that kind of money. But also think about this. Think about all the single moms who are right now playing Candy Crush, blowing all their money on that game. Guess what? That's owned by Activision, which is now owned by Microsoft. Kind of wonder which one makes more money. Is it single moms on Candy Crush? Or is it, you know, the neckbeards sleeping in their parents' basement who just borrowed the credit card for a second to buy a bundle? Questions for later. But this is pretty much all happening after the whole lawsuit, which, let's face it, Bobby was not in a good spot. We've all been questioning what would happen if Bobby actually stepped down. And now, with this happening, it sounds like when this deal goes through in 2023, that Bobby is going out the door. So long, see ya, take your money. I don't care if you're going out quietly, going out loud. Just get the fuck out the door. Because it's time to fucking move on. Now, there are a couple of concerns and questions that some people are going to be having in regards to the Activision acquisition. Now, one of the big ones that people have is what exactly is going to happen in regards to CDL. My personal opinion, I'm not really one to care for CDL, but no one really knows the direction they're going to be going in with that. Let's face it, it's a big part of the Call of Duty community, and it does make quite a lot of money, especially on merchandising. So Microsoft, if they're smart, is not going to do anything with that. The next thing to consider is the Game Pass. Now, why is this? Now, yeah, right now, sitting on the Xbox One or Series X, depending on what console you happen to have, you can play as far back as COD 2 all the way to the current COD. Now imagine that being on Game Pass. Imagine being able to buy Game Pass and have day one access to Call of Duty Now, granted, is that going to happen? Who knows? Would it be wonderful? Yeah. But it's something worth considering. It's also worth considering that you also have it that they acquired stuff like Overwatch and Crash Bandicoot and also got their hands on, I don't know, Guitar Hero, DJ Hero, Diablo. I could pretty much go down a whole laundry list. I mean, hell, they actually have their hands on World of Warcraft, which, Microsoft, if you're watching this, wouldn't mind a World of Warcraft port to the Xbox? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Now, another concern that a lot of people have, now this goes out to the PlayStation players. A lot of you are sitting here going, I only bought a PlayStation for the exclusivity shit for PlayStation. Well, if you guys remember back in the 360 days, you guys still remember being able to have it that there was a nice little season pass. Xbox got stuff about, 30 days early. I hope that we do not see that era ever come back again. It's also worth noting that Phil has already made it quite clear that he has no intention of deterring or ruining anything in regards to the Sony players being able to play these games. Because let's face it, he's saying it as a way of being nice, but let's also face it, COD makes a lot of money. And if you were to cut off an entire side of the fan base, specifically the PlayStation players, that is billions of dollars sitting there that would be completely untouched. Now, the next concern that we want to talk about, and I'll probably make this the last one that we discuss, is whether or not Microsoft acquiring Activision starts to put them towards a place of having a little bit of a monopoly on the gaming industry. Because let's face it, they already own Bethesda, which includes all of those games that are in there, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Elder Scrolls, etc. They also own Mojang, which just happens to be Minecraft, and all the things included in there. And now they own Activision. Call of Duty, Overwatch, Candy Crush, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, etc. It's worth questioning how many more they will buy, and at what point do they have to be stopped from becoming a monopoly. Which, let's face it, it's kind of hard, and it gets really into a gray area on whether or not they become a monopoly. I mean, hell, look at Disney. You could claim that Disney is a monopoly for owning, Star Wars, Marvel, the regular Disney stuff, and slowly acquiring everything over the course of time until eventually, I'm pretty sure Disney's just going to own fucking everything. But the question is whether or not Microsoft is going to be pushing towards becoming similar to Disney, but in the gaming industry. And with that being said, I would love to see the comment section, see what you guys think in regards to this. Do you think that this is a major win or a major loss in regards to Microsoft buying out Activision? What do you hope to see from this? Now remember, this doesn't go through until 2023, so all the demands I've been seeing on Twitter and all that bullshit, you can wish in one hand and jerk off in the other and see which one's going to fill up first. Because those requests are not exactly going to go through right away. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button, drop a like. Again, I look forward to seeing that comment section. You guys, of course, have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. And of course, as always, this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to hit that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers.
15.
What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.